today we're talking about something small but mighty, something that is close to an everyday carry for me, but definitely something I take on every single trip, whether I'm close locally or I'm going farther away. I'm going to go through what's in this pouch, why it's important, and how I think it can help you on your adventures. All the things I talk about today are going to be linked down below. No, I'm not being paid to promote any of these products, but if you do decide to purchase any of these things, use my links below and it'll help support the channel because I do these reviews for free. Before I jump into what's inside though, I want to talk about this pouch itself. This is made by Viper Aid. It is small enough to fit in my hands, could possibly be thrown in a pocket. It has a Velcro reception area, if you want to call it, on the front, and a couple little small pockets that I don't use, but I find it to be a really good size, has a really nice zipper and a nice pull on it, so I can use it and get in and out quickly. So as we open this up, I'll go from order of importance to me, things I use the most to things I use the least, and I'll start with these bad boys, fingernail clippers. For me, these are maybe the most important thing in this kit because I'm a musician, I'm a golfer. Two things that you don't want to do with long fingernails. You can always trim yourself up, and as my wife will constantly remind me, don't do this in front of people. It might be a little weird. Just always something I find really handy to have with me, so it's number one in this toolkit, a great pair of fingernail clippers. The next thing that is a really important piece of this kit is this small flashlight. This is made by a company called Rovivon, and it is the Aurora A1. I love this little flashlight. Now I know you're saying I got a flashlight on my phone, I don't need that, but the truth is there are times you need flashlights to be bigger and brighter than your phone. Even though this is small, this guy packs quite a punch. You'll see it throws out a nice beam, really bright. And the best thing is you have to hold the button to keep the light on. As soon as you let go of the button, the light goes away. I just find it to be really handy. You know, if you're looking at something in the dark, maybe you're exploring a trail, maybe it's after sunset, you just need a little bit more light and you don't want to run down your cell phone battery because that's important for other reasons. A little flashlight like this can be really important. Now this has a charging port on it, no battery. There's a battery inside, but not a battery you replace. Mine has a mini USB charging port on the side, but I know now they make a USB-C version of this. So nice little affordable flashlight, could be put on a set of keys if you prefer, but I have it in this pouch. Take it with me everywhere I go. The third thing inside this pouch is my favorite Leatherman of all time. This is the Leatherman Signal. This is great for survival situations, things that you might need if you get in trouble out there. The first thing that I'm really appreciative that it has is a little flint and steel kit. You can take off the striker on one side, pull it over, and I've done this quite a few times, so this block probably needs replaced, but you can strike it here. It will spark onto a piece of tinder. You can start a fire with this Leatherman. I really appreciate that, and knowing that no matter what situation I get myself in, if I need to start a fire, I have a flint and steel right on my knife. It's got a nice clip here to go in your pants, which I really like, and an optional carabiner that you could actually take this out and like clip it onto a backpack or something, or even onto your pants. It's got two really nice blades on it. One that has kind of a serrated edge along with a more saw edge on the inside, really versatile, and the other blade that is a complete kind of saw if you needed to cut some branches off of a tree or some kind of small sapling. You could do that with these two blades, and a really good pair of pliers. Every Leatherman has them, but this is a really good pair with a wire cutter down inside. I just like the feel and the form factor of this Leatherman. It's light. It doesn't have a bunch of stuff you don't need. It's got basically the most important parts of a survival tool right there. So it's a part of my pack. No matter where I go, I keep this Leatherman Signal with me, and I absolutely love it. Now, the fourth thing on this left side here is my travel telescoping collapsible pin from Zebra. I really like these. I find myself needing a pin in a lot of scenarios that I don't have one. In this digital age, we don't write on paper a lot, but when you need to sign a check, when you need to write something down, it's good to have a pin with you. And this little guy, it just folds all the way up and then you can telescope it out. Pretty handy. Now the version I have has kind of an outdated little rubber stylus tip. You can get them without the rubber stylus tip, but it's got a nice clip on it, and it is pretty much the size of a full pin when you're all the way out. And Zebra is a good brand, so it's useful and it's going to write for a long time. So I keep one of these inside my pouch. On the other side, I just have a generic, and this is almost empty, a generic lighter. Now I know we've got the Leatherman with the flint and steel, the strike kit on it, but this is a lot quicker and a lot easier if you absolutely need it. If you need to start a fire, maybe you're a little bit of a firebug like me and you just like playing with flames. Kids shouldn't do that, but I do it still. Like I said, this lighter's a little bit old. It's almost out, probably needs to be replaced, but just a cheap little lighter to keep in here is a great idea. So I keep one with me almost everywhere I go. And then finally, this is a must for me just because there's nothing that can ruin a day faster than a bad headache that turns into a migraine. So I carry a tiny little bottle, a travel bottle of ibuprofen. Not something I have to use all the time, and in fact this one is still sealed, never opened. This is something I've just picked up at a local drugstore. You can get them anywhere, but these tiny little bottles, these slimline bottles, fit in pouches like this, whether you need acetaminophen, ibuprofen, your pain reliever of choice. I suggest sticking one in your pouch because there's nothing that will help get you through a bad day a little bit easier than a little bit of pain reliever. And in my case, that is ibuprofen. And I'll just kind of showcase the inside of this pouch because I really like it. It's got various little pockets and pouches and places to put these things. They all fit in there nicely and easily. And like I said, when I'm done, all of these things can be thrown into the door of my car. They can be thrown into a backpack. And no matter where I go, I have them with me. We take it on hikes with us as a family, and it acts as a little survival essentials kit. And I think it's something that could be really helpful to you, whether you're going on a longer trip or just going somewhere down the road. So hopefully this little everyday carry, so to speak, of mine will help spark some ideas. Leave me a thumbs up if you liked the video, or leave me a comment if you have a question about any of these items. I'm really looking forward to bringing you some more great products right here on the Traveler Toolkit.